Hi, welcome back to Flywheel Films. It's been a minute. I've been busy buying a house. So there's something I've always wanted to try. Maybe it'll be cringy, maybe it'll be awesome. But the Indy Miata got the Brembo package, the famous Brembo BBS, even Recaro stuff that I wish the NC got. But the actual NC brakes are fine. The factory ones are more than enough for most people. So I thought maybe I'll just paint mine red. I'm not going to be that poser who just slaps a Brembo sticker on there or puts on a fake brake kit over the top of the calipers. I'm going to just paint them red. But I wanted to see how good can you get them to look by leaving them on the car, using off-the-shelf paint from O'Reilly's, and having new sporty red calipers. I think the red color will complement Ghost well. Who knows what I'll do if I powder coat them down the road, maybe black, silver, gray, green. But for something immediate and fun, I'm just gonna do red. I've got Austin with me, my brother here, Kona.party.st on Instagram. Should we do his Fiesta ST calipers red? Let us know in the comments. Well, let's get started. Austin, what's the plan?
Alright, so the plan here is pretty straightforward. We got to get the car up in the air, get access to the brake calipers, hit them with some degreaser just to get all the brake dust off of there. Gonna prep the surfaces using a mixture of Scotch-Brite pad and a wire drill brush. And then after that, we're going to hit it with the brake clean, make sure we have the surface perfectly clean before we hit it with paint. Gonna mask everything off, that way we're not getting any overspray anywhere in the wheel well or on the paint. Then we're gonna let it set, throw the wheels back on and take it for a spin. Back to Jordan.
So that's the game plan, and you're along for the ride. So let's make like Autobots and roll out and grab some stuff.
Autobots, roll out.
So while I'm here, Austin's driving because I'm filming, of course. Quick interior update. I guess what I've done, ND shift knob, head unit, which has CarPlay, which I can't run while I'm filming. Gauge faces, which actually sometime I'm going to redo the paint on those needles. The red needles did not quite turn out red. It's kind of pink. Dash camera, and that's about it so far. I guess all-weather mats. But there's videos on literally all of that. And there's probably more to come. So Austin, you gonna sell your Fiesta and buy a Miata?
Nope.
Why?
It doesn't make two noises.
One word, spoolie boy.
Spoolie boy.
2 words.
2 words.
Shoot. Well, Home Depot's better, but we're gonna start with Lowe's.
Lowe's gang, speak up in the comments.
Is there a Lowe's gang? Is that a thing? Sponsored? What is this, NASCAR? Scotch-Brite. All right, so now we're looking for a drill bit that is a like scrubby pad thing, right? Do we know where it's at?
I have no idea where it's at.
Are we gonna ask for help?
Absolutely not.
All right, I think we found it. That looks beautiful. Where's next?
Home Depot. Home Depot gang, speak up in the comments if you like Home Depot.
Another NASCAR sponsorship. Hello. Extremely usable trunk. Hey, we got a red boy over there. So we could do another video on hardware store comparisons. So far, Home Depot smells better. All right, still worth our time. We got the Goof Off degreaser. Stop number 3. Okay, so they have a million options, but we're doing this one. Caliper enamel with ceramic. Stands heat up to 500 degrees. There's a lot of heat variations with all these, anywhere from 200 to 2000. And it doesn't say use primer or clear coat. So honestly, we're just gonna go with it. The whole point of this video is to see how good you can get the brakes, leaving them on the car, you know, bare bones. This is the opposite of the professional approach. already know this, but make sure you crack the front wheels loose before pulling off the car. Or before you raise the car, obviously.
Take the lug nuts off before you pull it off the car.
Before you raise the car, otherwise the front wheels will just spin freely unless you have like really great impact breaker, but I don't, so.
So while you're cleaning your brake calipers, especially when you're using like a drill brush, you want to make sure that you have some kind of mask on so you're not inhaling all those rust particles. And if you're keeping the calipers on the car, you want to make sure that you're avoiding the rubber seals that protect the slide pins. Those are definitely not something you want to puncture because that can lead to weather getting inside and seizing these bolts. Definitely don't want that. So yeah, make sure you keep an eye on those while you are cleaning with the metal bristle brushes.
All right, with paper towel and this goof off, I hit the degreaser on the calipers. Made sure to avoid the brake rotor finish and of course the rubber bits, although it's probably all right, but basically just getting the metal further prepped. And then Austin's hitting it with the Scotch-Brite.
Scotch-Brite is really helping getting that last little layer of schmutz off. And we're going to be using the brake clean after this to douse everything, get it really clean and prepped for paint.
All right, now we're gonna mask it off so that all that gets painted is this caliper part and this part. Looks a lot better than it did. Jeez, it's like shiny right there. So we got this painter's plastic. Basically, as long as you're protecting the parts, you don't want to see bright red or whatever color you choose.
So the key is to try to have the tarp do as much masking as it can. That way there's not a whole lot that you have to spend your time taping.
All four wheels are prepped. Wheel wells, I guess. We've got plastic pretty much hanging everywhere because you'll be spraying this way and that way and that way. Everything's painted off as far as the metal bits we don't want to hit, as well as the rubber here, the little nipple here, rubber at the bottom. Even stuck some paint back in here. You will end up painting your hardware and let's see, brake pad right there. That's fine. Like, I'm gonna do brakes pretty soon and those will be replaced, so then it's back to normal. Let's get painting. All right, we're gonna aim for 2 coats at first, and then maybe a third. We'll see how much is in this can. The directions, make sure you look on your particular can, but these directions say paint a coat, wait 10 minutes, paint another coat. Do all the coats within 1 hour, so I guess a maximum of 6 coats. And then after an hour is done, you wanna, I guess, let it dry fully. So a few hours, 7 days for a complete cure. But this is why you use plastic everywhere. The paint zone is kind of all over the place. There's a few spots here where it's kind of like starting to show through. So I imagine that's what will take multiple coats, especially. All right, coat number 3. Looking good. Keep up the good work. All right, 4 coats on, gloves are on. Wow, this looks serious. I'm pretty stoked. And even those spots cleared up. I actually had to like agitate them a little bit, and then it finally covered the whatever grease was, you know, basically we didn't prep it well enough. What? All right, everything's done. We've cleaned out all the trash, taken up all the masking. A little bit of overspray on the floor, so FYI, that might happen. But it looks fantastic. Very, very a deep red. I mean, it's kind of the color I was hoping for. It actually looks really comparable to the ND Brembo brake package, just without the Brembo lettering. So, We're going to let this cure overnight, and then tomorrow we will drop the car back down, throw on the wheels, and we'll do a little B-roll montage for you.
Probably put the wheels on before we drop it down, but
yeah.
12 hours later.
Let's see how they look. Oh yeah. So jack point wise, there's actually a center jack point in the front and the back, the rear diff, and then the front, something in the subframe, I think. I've never really found the front jack point, to be honest. If I'm doing all four corners, I typically just jack up one side, jack stand, and then jack up the other side. A lot of people say don't jack it by this pinch weld. That's fine. Don't do it if you don't want to. But I've been doing it for years with NCs and never had an issue, so. Ah, that red looks so good. All right, let's take a real look with some juicy B-roll. You reckon? So, that's my car. Should Austin do his Fiesta? Brake calipers.
not but that, yeah.
All right, well, I think it turned out great. It's very bright red, but as Austin pointed out, as I brake and coat them with brake dust, it should mellow out, get nice and deep red, or just look dirty, I don't know. So, I'm stoked. We just cruised out here to Plainview Road, gorgeous location. Austin's got his Fiesta ST. Should we do his calipers next? Look at that. Part of it is new. I don't know, what color are you thinking, Austin?
Between red and orange, maybe paint match Kona blue.
Sick.
To potentially contrast something I might do in the future.
Sick. All right, well, see you guys in another video very soon. Lots more content finally for this guy. That house buying thing took a lot of time and money, but attention is reverting back to the Miata. All right, let's do like a drone shot and call it a wrap.